Instagram and realized that I should probably share it here too because it's so relevant to what I've been posting about this week and with Halloween coming up. It's super relevant. So what I was posting about is cravings, sugar, and what is happening in your body when you're craving sugar. So basically with Halloween coming this weekend, I know that we all have candy in our house. There's going to be more candy in our house, whether you're giving it out, whether it's at your workplace, or whether your kids are going to be bringing it home, or whatever. So the thing with sugar is it's a vicious cycle, but I want to explain what's happening in your body when you crave sugar. There's two main reasons why you would crave sugar. One would be you have low blood sugar. Your body is telling you to eat sugar to raise your blood sugar. You could have low blood sugar for a lot of different reasons. It could be a health reason. You could be having a crash because let's say you ate sugar earlier or carbs and you're coming down off of that, or caffeine or something like that. You're crashing from caffeine, or just your body. You're having low blood sugar, so your body is telling you eat sugar, and it will pick you back up. So a lot of times it feels like a sugar craving when you're dehydrated. So I know you've heard like, oh, drink a big glass of water when you're having a sugar craving. Well, truthfully, it can work, and not because the water is filling you up to think you don't want sugar. It's because literally you're dehydrated, and it feels like if you eat sweets, it will pick you up. Dehydrated also makes you feel tired. So if you drink a big glass of water or two, you're rehydrating your body. You may actually feel energy come back, and there's no crash from drinking water. Obviously, it's giving your body what it needs, and not just like a temporary pick me up. So if you are craving sugar, drink a big glass of water because you may be dehydrated. But if you have low blood sugar, eating a piece of candy or sweets or carbs or something is not really fixing the problem. It's not stabilizing your blood sugar. What it's doing is spiking your blood sugar, because then you're going to have another crash. So that's where this vicious up and down comes from, and that's why you feel garbagey, because you're low and then you're high, and then you're low and then you're high. And really what you want to be is stable, and that's when you feel good. It's when you're not moody, and things roll off your back. But when you have low blood sugar, you feel tired, you're dragging, you can't keep your eyes open, people that cut you off in the road, all of a sudden that's annoying, all of a sudden your boss asks you to do something and it's like, all that stuff is from your blood sugar all over the place. So that's, to keep your blood sugar stable is important. But that's the first reason you would crave sugar. And the second reason you would crave sugar is because of your bacteria in your gut. So the bad bacteria that can overgrow in your gut and get out of control, which we call candida, is like yeast, and it's vicious and yucky, and it can just overgrow for years and years, and you're feeding it with sugar and carbs. So because when you ingest carbohydrates in your mouth, starting your digestive system in your mouth, the enzymes in your saliva will break down the carb, and then as it goes into your stomach, will break it down further into a sugar, and then you will get a blood sugar spike, and then you will get a blood sugar crash. So that would be a carb coma, food coma, right? You eat too many carbs and then you feel like you have to take a nap. So the bacteria in your gut, the bad ones, will live off of that, will feed off of that sugar. And when you are not feeding them the sugar, they demand it, and you feel it. So you get headaches, you get tired, you get sweaty, you get moody, can get a whole bunch of things. But the bacteria is talking. So that's why like the first week you give up sugar or carbs is the hardest. It really is the hardest because that bacteria is like waiting for what it's normally getting every day, and it's mad. And if you drink a ton of water and you push through that and use some supplements to keep your blood sugar stable through that time, you can get through it, and that's how you get rid of the cravings. And then you just maintain by keeping the bad bacteria counts low, because you have to have some bad bacteria in your gut. It can't be all good, but it should be like 80% good. And what I mean by good is it's like doing what it's supposed to, breaking down your food, right? Excrement, like to dispose of the waste product that your body needs to get rid of. So you have to have some bacteria in there, and that's why antibiotics, I know I'm getting complicated, antibiotics kill those good bacteria. So that's why when you get antibiotics, they'll strip your gut, and it takes a while to rebuild them back into place and build up that good little army in there to break down your food appropriately. Anyways, so that bad bacteria for the first week is going to go into major shock because it's like not getting what it wants. And you have to drink tons of water, keep your blood sugar stable, and fight through that. And eventually your cravings will go away because those bad bacteria will die. So that's what a probiotic does. It's a capsule with bacteria in it, and it goes right to your gut, and it's like the SWAT team. It goes in and it kills the bad bacteria, and you feel it, man. If there's a lot of bad bacteria, you feel it. You feel bloated, you feel headaches, you feel all the symptoms, nausea, and just imagine this little war going on in there. All the bad bacteria are dying, and they're freaking out. And the good bacteria, they're feeding the good bacteria the good stuff, the nutrients, to say, okay guys, like, come on, you gotta do your job. Getting rid of the bad guys, you gotta do your job. And it's like this limbo that takes a little while to balance out. For some people it takes a couple days, some people it takes a couple weeks, and some people it takes a couple months. But ultimately, when you get on the other side of that and all the symptoms, when the bad bacteria is low count and the good bacteria is a high count, your gut is working, you feel good, you don't have cravings, and that's the goal. So anyways, that's what a probiotic does, and that's why when you introduce it, it's got to like get to work, but then that's why you take it forever. You know, you just maintain it because you need like that little bit of bacteria introduced into your system every day to keep things stable and keep the bad bacteria down and the good bacteria up. So the other two products that will maintain your blood sugar to fight the daily cravings just from the highs and lows would be the Slim, which you drink in the morning. I drink it in the morning. Some people drink it in the afternoon because they're like nighttime munchers. And again, you're craving snacks and sweet and salty and all that because your blood sugar is low. So if you can drink it, if you're like a 7 o'clock snacker and you know that you go in the kitchen and you're like munch, 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 then you got to drink your Slim at like 2 or 3 o'clock and get your blood sugar regulated so you can get through the evening. And I drink it in the morning because I just always need food. So that helps my blood sugar stay regulated through the daytime, which prevents me from getting shaky and lightheaded and things like that because I get so hungry so quickly. So that's what the Slim does. It regulates your blood sugar using chromium. That's the ingredient that regulates your blood sugar. So you stay stable. And drinking tons of water obviously helps regulate your blood sugar because it flushes out the bad stuff. And the other product is called Balance. And Balance is a capsule, and it's got plant-derived stuff in there, I think like cinnamon bark and stuff like that. And it is a carb blocker, carb and sugar blocker. So when you start eating carbs in your mouth or sugar, it basically encapsulates that, and it prevents your body from breaking down the carbohydrate into sugar and then storing it as fat or spiking your blood sugar. It just takes it like a little capsule and just passes it through your body with water, and then it it goes away. So that the enzymes in your body don't break it down and you get all the negative side effects of carbs. And it keeps everything balanced. It's called balance because it keeps your blood sugar balanced. So, you can take it every single day, or you can take it before you eat a carb meal just to protect yourself from getting that high and low. But honestly, like those three things together, taking the probiotic every night before you go to bed means your gut is going to stay stable with no overgrowth of bad bacteria. The balance every morning is going to keep you from breaking down all the carbs, and the slim is going to do the same thing. So your blood sugar with those two things stays super stable, and you feel really good, and you don't need those little hits through the day of like caffeine, sugar, whatever. And your cravings are basically going to go away with those. So the importance of this before Halloween is to understand that if you start eating candy and sugar, you are feeding the bad bacteria in your gut and you're giving it power. And it's going to keep demanding more and more and more and more. And I have kind of jumped on this because I've been eating apple pie. And I already feel, just by eating some apple pie a couple days in a row, that I'm feeding those bad bacterias in my gut and they're growing. Like, they're getting powerful. And then all of a sudden in the middle of the day, I'm like, I could have like some Sour Patch or something. Or I was grocery shopping yesterday and I saw all the candy, and that's when it hits you, is like when you're feeling that little slump and your body is telling you it needs sugar, and then it's right in front of you, and then you eat it, and then a couple days and you keep doing it, and then you feel crappy because sugar makes you feel crappy. So that's what's happening. And I just wanted to point that out before Halloween weekend, because if you can fight through this weekend and not start the vicious cycle, because the holidays, food, sugar, stuff everywhere, this is like the beginning of it. Get on a good routine, be drinking your water, and just try to fight through those cravings. But like, you can do it with help, you can take a couple things every day to help your body stay balanced and just give you a little peace of mind. You deserve that. So that's what I plan on doing. I already take my probiotic, I already take my slim every single day, but I'm going to start incorporating balance because it will take those enzymes and prevent them from breaking down and making me feel like I want more sugar. So that's it. And